This is a phenomenal line of boats. There's dozens of feature enhancements in this boat. It's going to be fisherman friendly.
This FS series just raised the bar, not just a notch or two, but multiple notches in the marketplace.
I'm George Little with Ranger Boat Company, and today we are in the brand new 620 FS. FS is the new designator for the 2015 600 model through the 19, 20, and 21. Gonna start here in the front of the boat. We've redesigned the whole front area. We've put an integrated tool holder here. This is exactly where you need to have your tools. We've made the bow panel so it will accept up to a 12-inch unit now. There's no unit that won't fit flush mount right here, or you can gimbal mount in the same location. Got our digital switching, cup holder. First time we've been able to put a cup holder in one of the 600 series. We also redesigned the landing area or where the trolling motors go, so now we can put any trolling motor here in the bow of the boat and it will fit. You can put a cable drive, the electric steer, anything, and it'll work. And then we move back. We built in a quick draw rod system. This is really cool. We're going to be able to lay down an 8-foot-plus rod on the front deck and not have the tips hanging over the side of the boat. First time ever. And then, of course, we've taken every space up here in the front of this boat and made it a usable compartment. We're going to start here with the Pro Rod Locker, something we've had for many, many years. Matter of fact, we invented this feature in the boats that is standard in everybody's boat now. But we have 12 rod tubes, individual rod tubes, here in the center of the boat that'll hold up to over 8-foot rods. Then, all the other compartments here in the front are very spacious, and you can see will hold plenty of equipment. This one doesn't have carpet in it. That's something new also. The rod locker doesn't have carpet in it. The port locker doesn't have carpet in it, but this right here, that's the fan. We have an air circulating system that goes through the entire front of the boat. So when you put wet clothes or your rods, you can simply turn on the air circulation system and it will dry that out while your boat's sitting in the garage. It's a really cool deal. And one thing with all the new 600 series that I really love is we have redesigned, and you can see the trails or the gutters here where this water is going to, once your front deck gets a big wave splashed over, we spent the time to raise the lip, put these new gutters in, and then right here, both sides, the water can run forward into the drain in the center and escape through the back bilge. We've always taken pride in our dry storage boxes. Now we went the extra step with these new 600 series to build a system to get the water out from the front deck and into the bottom of the boat, not running under the consoles, but into the bottom of the boat where it needs to be. Then we have our cooler and our aerated bait well here in the front. So you can see there's no wasted space up here in the front of the boat. 8-foot rod lockers, you've got your storage boxes, your cooler, your aerated live well, and the air circulation system. It's done. Now we're going to talk about the console. What a marvel we have here. Totally redesigned. 12-inch units fit perfectly. We have our landing spot to mount another unit, so you can have 2 large units right here. This has all been redesigned with our digital switching. Everything is really accessible with this new dash. And then we built in this cubby hole right here where you can put your cell phone, your keys, your glasses, whatever. It's just a spot for whatever. And any gauge can be put in here. Your line of sight is perfect for whatever gauge you want to put in here. Everything is accessible, very easy to reach. You can see the buttons here. This is your fan for the front, your live well is your horn, everything. I am so excited about this dashboard and how friendly it is to sit behind and actually use it. Now, we have just spent a lot of time on the passenger side here also. We have the new glove box configuration. Really like that, kind of a garage door opening rather than what we've had in the past. And on all the FS series, we've added tackle storage underneath the console. You can put two 3700s right here underneath it, or in the step, you can also put two more 3700s, four more 3700s just in the console area. Now, rod storage. We've built a new running rod rack. You can see here the side. We've configured it where the rod tips go forward, 8+ rod length will go forward. The rod butts will go back here into the holders, and you won't have to worry about your rods blowing out of the boat or a place to put your trolling rods or your passenger's rods. We've taken a lot of time to redo this and make a spot for that. More tool holders, more cup holders, just lots and lots of creature comforts. Okay, the non-skid floor is brand new this year. You can see it's a rubber textured surface that we glued to the boat, vastly improved over the textured fiberglass that we had before. It's going to be a lot easier to walk around on those slick mornings. We've also changed the battery box in all the 600s. You can put your 4 batteries in here along with your 4-bank charger. Lots and lots of space in this section of the boat. We did this several years ago to improve the balance of the boat, improve storage in the sides of the boat. We've improved it again by making it even bigger and being able to put your battery charger in there. We've also put your access for your pumps inside the battery box. So it's just another update, upgrade, whatever you want to call it. We've improved the boat even more. Even every aspect of it has been looked at and improved. Put that down. Then, as far as another creature comfort, are you ever looking for your 32-inch ruler to see which size fish you've got? We've actually built a spot in the boat for your measuring stick. I'm very, very proud of that. I think that's a really cool deal. We've also put a spot here for your net. So your net handle will go straight forward, the hoop will lay here on the floor. The things that everybody's asking for or that we've thought of, we work with our pros a lot to get these little tiny things, and I'm very excited about these boats. Okay, as we move to the back of the boat, back here in the business end, we've still have our extra large storage boxes on the port and starboard side. Nothing there's changed. However, the boat itself is 2 inches deeper and wider. So we're very excited about that to make the boat even bigger than it was before. We go back here, now these storage boxes have really become storage boxes with the ability to put the charger in the bottom of the boat. Another redesign, you can see here physically where we have raised up the back transom wall. So that's going to help from waves coming over the transom if you were backing into the waves or back trolling. We have also put in the integrated tool holders on both sides. This is a standard piece of equipment, is a rod holder here in the back. We have lots of accessories. You can either put 3 rod holders right in this section. You can put a handrail. You can mount all types of instruments here for downriggers or what have you. This area now has really become part of the boat. 50-inch live well, we're kind of famous for that, and nothing there has changed except you can see what we put here. This is a spot for your culling rings or your weights for your walleyes if you want to keep them upright when they come out of deep water, or for things we haven't even thought of yet. We put a tray in there just to once again make it more friendly for the angler. All the lids now have the shock completely under the lid and not in any water area. So we think that this is going to help with the longevity of all the hinges. We now have your spot for your charger, your cord right here. You notice that there is no rigging cables or tubes that you would normally see in this boat. We've cleaned all this up. Everything is going to go in one tube to the motor. It looks a lot cleaner. Also, we have the plug that is a plug that you can operate from outside the boat in the transom area. Nothing has been not thought of, and we've definitely tried to improve every single inch of the boat. Okay, that is a very quick walkthrough of the new FS series. There's so many things that are new on this boat, I probably haven't covered all of them. Matter of fact, there's almost 50 things that are changed on this boat this year. But I'll tell you what, if you got any questions, you want to see more about it, go to rangerboats.com.